Guten Tag, I'm Jared.
I'm Laura, and in today's video, we'll be talking about German words that just make sense. Since my native language is English, since I'm learning German, I've realized a lot of words translate quite literally to the word they're describing. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yep.
Let's get into it.
Ja, lass uns anfangen.
The first word we have is der Krankenwagen, which translates to sick car, aka an ambulance.
An ambulance. And the sick car, Krankenwagen, goes to the sick house, which is Krankenhaus, which is a hospital. Makes sense.
Literally, sick house, sick wagon. The sick wagon drives you to the sick house.
Exactly.
Genius. Literally makes perfect sense.
Alrighty. Our second group of words that we thought of has to do with doctors and Arzt. And they translate literally into different doctors. You know, in English you have the dentist. In German, that's Zahnarzt. Pretty genius. You have a tooth doctor. You have a veterinarian. We call it a vet in English, but that's going to be a Tierarzt. And then you have a general doctor. You know, we would say either a general doctor, general practitioner. That's going to be called an Allgemeinarzt in German. Whatever profession it is in front of Arzt, and that's the doctor for you.
That makes it really easy to learn the language.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, so what kind of doctor do I need to go to?
Exactly.
Know the one word, Arzt. That's a doctor I need.
Put it together.
Awesome.
Exactly.
I love it. So next we have a few animals that translate directly to what they are, which is super cool. So the first word we have is das Faultier. Faul is lazy. Tier is animal. So lazy animal, which is a sloth.
Sloth.
I love it. Das Nashorn, nosehorn, a rhino. Der Tintenfisch. Tintin is ink. Inkfish, octopus. Squid. Oh yeah, probably the same thing.
This one made us
I
laugh.
love this one. Die Nacktschnecke,
Nacktschnecke.
which translates to naked snail,
Naked snail.
which is a slug.
Slug.
It's so cool. A naked snail is a slug.
Makes sense.
Love it.
This was always a difficult word for me to learn, is Schrank, because it's the R sound. It's that German R that's really difficult to pronounce. Learning the different Schränke that is in the German language really makes it pretty easy to learn. So the one is your clothes closet, which is a Kleiderschrank, Kleider being your clothes, Schrank being closet. But it was really cool learning fridge and freezer, you know, different words for the kitchen. Fridge being Kühlschrank, and then the freezer being Tiefkühlschrank, which is your lower cool closet.
So the next word we have is die Baumwolle, which means tree wool tree, which is cotton.
Cotton.
It's so awesome.
I remember learning about that when, like, one of my first years, and I was like, whoa. That's when it really dawned on me, like, how literal German words are, and that was probably one of the first ones that I was like, whoa.
I love it. Die Handschuhe.
Handschuhe.
Hand shoes, which are gloves.
Gloves. Next one is Umweltverschmutzung, which is environmental pollution. Schmutz is dirt.
Schmutz, I know.
Schmutzung is like pollution. Umwelt is environmental, so it literally translates into environmental dirt, environmental pollution. Makes so much sense. And then we have das Zahnfleisch.
Oh my gosh, that was the weirdest word.
Literally tooth meat.
Tooth meat, your
Tooth meat.
gums.
It's your gums.
Oh my
And
gosh.
that was, I thought
love
that
it.
was just hilarious.
I'll never forget that word.
No. You have your Zähne, and then you have your Zahnfleisch, which is just genius.
Tooth meat. I do not like the way that sounds, tooth meat. So this one is Staubsaugen.
So
What is
Staub,
Staub?
Staub is dust. Saugen is to like suck. So it's
So to
basically
suck up
sucking
dust.
up dust.
Which is what a vacuum cleaner does.
Yeah.
Staubsaugen.
Staubsaugen.
Staubsaugen is to vacuum.
Yep. Being in education and teaching, this verb I just thought was genius. It is Nachhilfeunterricht geben, which is a long word.
Whoa.
And you look at it, you're like, wow, you know, there's 46 letters in it. Really is
That's
might be difficult to pronounce, but it makes so much sense. So it's basically to give help after class, which is tutoring.
So the Nacht comes in after?
Nach is after, Hilfe, help. Unterricht is going to be your class. Geben, so you're literally giving help after your class. It's tutoring. And I thought that was, when I first saw that, I was like,
Holy crap.
this is awesome. Now trying to spell it out might be a different story. I thought it was nonetheless pretty awesome.
That's really cool.
But that's all our words that we have. I know there are probably dozens more of different German words that make sense, but these are just some of the ones that we just immediately thought of and thought we'd like to share with you.
We want to do for our next video maybe German words that don't make sense, because I have a long list of those that they make no sense to me. So that'd be a fun one to do next, maybe.
Maybe like Eichhörnchen,
God.
like squirrel. Like
Schmetterling. How is that a butterfly? How?
I don't know.
You have a Nashorn, but then you have Schmetterling. That, to me,
and to Germans, they probably make sense. To us learning German, it's kind of like,
I'm like,
what?
With knowing only English, I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
It's a little difficult.
But it's fine.
It's been a hectic holiday season, so it's good to start making some videos again. We hope you guys enjoy, staying safe, and we'll catch you next time. Macht's gut.
Tschüss!